Alright, well, here's an update. That's the Pennsylvania homemade shock nose Centipede locomotive. I painted it. It's a very, very dark green. It almost looks black. I pinstriped it. I put a number on it, 5830. Pennsylvania logo. It's really, the logo's not in the right spot, but that's where I wanted it, so that's where I put it. One on the nose. Eventually it's going to have lit number boards. And obviously headlights and front markers or ditch lights, class lights, whatever they call them, ditch lights. I changed the motor. I put a, let's see, I put a motor in it that looks like this one. It's a 5-pole skew wound. It's bigger than the 180 that was in there. It doesn't have as much speed, but it has more torque. I shoehorned that in there to try it. It does, the motor is a little bit more efficient as far as operating on a lower voltage. I don't know if there's something wrong with that motor. That motor I have in a bunch of other trains, and I don't have any issues with them. But it could be just this drivetrain because it's a shitty AHM. But then again, I have two dual motors and the homemade DD35 that I made with AHM parts and a Athearn shell, and that's got the same decoder in it, and I don't have any issues with that, so I really don't know. But anyway, we'll fire it up. That's about the slowest it'll go without chugging. It's definitely better than it was with the other motor. The other motor I really had to climb up on the acceleration on the throttle to get it to move, so this train's not as fast. It doesn't really need to be, but it seems to operate better and smoother. I'm sure if I put a Soundtrack's Tsunami decoder in it, the motor control would be a lot better. But this is a homemade locomotive. I'm not gonna drop $120 for a Tsunami decoder. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I gotta wait about 3 or 4 days, and I just hit the throttle with my foot. I have to wait about 3 or 4 days and then clear over the decals. So that's how it's chugging. If I go up one more notch, And that's as slow as it'll move without chugging. If I go up another notch, I can get it not to chug. Like I said, it's not perfect. I don't know if it's the motor or if it's the, the lousy plastic gears from the AHM. I built this out of the drivetrain is built from the worst AHM stuff that I had left over that I never even used. So I really can't complain on how it runs. It looks good, you know. I might want to experiment with a couple other motors and see if I can get something that will make it run a little bit smoother. But I don't know, leave a comment, let me know. Is it acceptable? That's about as slow as you can go without it chugging. Let's see if we can play with the TV a little bit. It's not too bad. It's far from perfect though. I think it still needs a little bit of tweaking. Anyway, on a different subject, this is my my Athearn DD35/DD40 that I turned into a Pennsylvania. Got some fingerprints on it. My Pennsylvania Locomotive. I made these handrails. As you can see, they're all gold looking. Those are made out of 025 welding wire, flux core welding wire. I don't know if you can see the way they're bent. I used a tiny, they look like needle nose, but the tips are rolled. They're round. And I bent those in a hook. And I modified a pair of cutters so I could get in there and cut them. If anybody knows anything about welding wire, you know you have to be very careful bending it or it'll break. So I made those. Those are all handmade. They look pretty straight, as you can see. A little baking soda dust on it. But let me know what you think about that. If you've managed to watch this video long enough. Anyway, have a good night. Leave a comment. Thank you for watching. I'm going to run a lap or two with this thing. And then we'll call it a night. Thank you for watching.